It's 2:45 a.m. and I'm awake and about to go and run in the pissing rain for about 4.5 hours. Let's go! What am I doing? This is one of those mornings where I would much rather be doing, well, nothing right now. I'd much rather be asleep, but this is the only time this session is going to get done. And it's good practice if I do find myself in this situation come the 15th, 16th or 17th of May. Let's get to my car, drop off all my kit, which is going to be these shoes, a load of water and some electrolytes and then loads of carbs as well. So let's go. Wish me luck. That is the first 6 kilometres down. This is one of those times where I'm like, whose bright idea was this? Pissing down with rain, 34 kilometres to go. But we're just taking it one lap at a time, being grateful for being out here. I did forget to take any water with me last time. So this is one of those things where staying on top of your hydration can be so much more of a thing when it's dark and wet and cold. You really need to not be a big silly and forget it. So I'm going to take out this, which has got 35 grams of carbs and 350 milligrams of sodium in for the next one, because that'll take me up to about an hour and a half, I'd imagine. Get a little bit of food down me now. I have with me Stroop waffles, obviously. I also have these regular waffles, which are very good, and some pancakes, and I've saved this one. I stole it off my wife. Sorry, love. She got some Tunnock's tea cakes yesterday, so I had to take one because that'll be a real morale booster once I've been running in the rain for 3 hours or so. So not really going with music because it is so wet and I don't want my phone to die, because I think it will in this weather, and I don't have a means of keeping it dry while I'm running. We're not even going to chance it. We're just going to raw dog it, get in our own heads, but that's not a bad thing either. Right, I'm going to get some food down me and then off I go for round 2. Well, a slight fail on that lap because I am sorry, Sturker. That lemon and lime flavour mix plus is absolutely diabolical. So horrible. Sorry, just personal opinion. I like the pink grapefruit, I like the blood orange. They are both very sweet, so I couldn't drink them for that long, but the lemon and lime one, it just tastes like aniseed. Not good. So we're switching to classic Tailwind. You know, if it's not broken, don't try and fix it. It is 4:20. We are 13k in. We have another 27 to go. So my plan is, because this jacket is basically just windproof now, Gore-Tex works basically like when the humidity is the same on the outside and the inside, it just stops being breathable. This stopped being breathable a while ago because I'm a sweaty man. So my plan is one more lap as is, go inside, because I'm currently sat in my car, sneak back inside, change for the last 2 laps. And then at least I've got a little bit of time in dry kit for the 9k lap. I've currently done 6k, 7k, on to 8k now. Then we've got 9 and 10 to finish before Little Un goes down for our first nap of the day. So that is the plan. Finish the lap, grab my stuff out of the car, back into the house, get some dry kit on, do some better filming because I'm currently having to balance my phone behind the steering wheel so you can actually see me. It's very artistic with the raindrops coming down the front, me looking like I'm crying here, only on the inside. And yeah, then get stuck in for the next 2 laps once I've sneaked inside. But I'm going to eat a waffle now, which are very easy to get down. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Right, that is 8k done now. Getting a bit of water down and then we're off out for 9 kilometers next. One more stop and then last push and we're done. Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to getting this one over and done with. And that is the morning session done. Now I am very much not dressed like I've been running. I am back in the office again because it was so wet and miserable in between 9k and 10k that I just wanted to get in here, get sorted and get out and get it over and done with. And then upon finishing, it was 2-minute shower, straight into dad mode, get as much food down the hatch as I could in about 10 minutes. And then, as you can tell, because my hair is wet still, straight into walking the dogs. So it's been a very, very busy morning. And now Little Un is awake, so we are going to go swimming, which is coincidentally, because her bedroom is right next to our bathroom, it's really difficult for me to have like a long soak in the bath on an evening because it will just wake her up by running the bath because her bed is literally right against that wall. However, on a Sunday, if I do my long run first thing in the morning, I then take her swimming, which is half an hour in a really warm pool. And I'm not exactly swimming around. I'm basically just stood in this water for half an hour. So it's perfect for recovery. And then we're going over to my wife's parents' house because it's the bank holiday and we're going to cook a roast and go and do not very much this afternoon. So ideal. I'm going to eat loads of food. I'm going to try and show you as much along the way as I can and get ready to recover as much as possible because tomorrow I've got 2 hours easy. Now, if I feel totally beat up from today, I will do some of that on the bike, but I'm going to try and do at least 30 minutes, see how I go, and then gauge it from there because at this point I am ready. It is just about keeping sharp for the next couple of days. 3 hard days ahead, 2 hours tomorrow, double day the day after, another double day the day after, and then it's done. 10 days to just rest and recover into the event with some small amounts of training. So very, very excited to get this wrapped up. Even more excited to get back in the mix. But right, time for swimming. So you're probably going to be able to guess by the fact that I'm running again. And it is another day in another setting that I did a poor job of recording my day yesterday. But to be honest, I'm not mad about it because I had a lovely time with my family, eating Sunday roasts and lots of cheesecake. And now I'm running through the no drone zone, which is fair enough considering the airport's up here. And it's been a good run so far. I did the first half an hour with my wonderful wife, who has been inspired to get into running by the last standing distance backyard ultra, which is amazing. Like, what a wonderful thing to happen, like, as far as outcomes go, inspiring people to get outside and get active. What's better than that? And body's holding up pretty well after running essentially just shy of a marathon yesterday morning in the absolutely soaking rain. So very pleased with it. Calves are a bit tight, quads are a bit sore, and can definitely feel the volume right now, but would expect that anyway. So plan for today is I've done an hour now. We're gonna get back because my daughter will be waking up and we're going for breakfast at the cafe near my in-laws' house, which is wonderful. I can't wait to smash an absolutely enormous breakfast in because my caloric intake right now is through the roof. Literally cannot stop eating, and nor will I. You hear me? But that's the plan. Finish this hour. I've done 9k, which I'm very happy with on very sore legs and a very tired body. And the plan is to get another one done later on, because next nap window we'll be doing some programming, because we need to make some little tweaks to programs going into the Wall Ultra and Castle to Castle, as well as mapping out some other sort of phases post deload from other competitions. So a really interesting morning of programming. We've got some testing coming up for some people as well, which I'm very excited for. So some strength testing in the gym this week, and then we're going to be looking at planning out some more testing for other people, getting ready for other competitions. And then when I get home after a consult call this evening with someone who's looking to get started, we are going to go for another run. So it was originally 2 hours of zone 2, but this is dad life, innit? You got to split it sometimes. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I will see you at breakfast. And actually, one more thing before breakfast is that I've done an absolutely terrible job of talking about the fact that I'm actually a coach on here, which if you've come from my Instagram you'll know. But if you do see what I'm doing and you think, yeah, seems like a sound guy, I quite like that Yorkshire lad and I'd quite like to chat to him about working together, then well, that's easy enough to do. Head to my Instagram, drop me a message, tell me you're interested in chatting, and we'll have a chat, see if we're a good fit or not. And if we are, then we can get going. And if not, no worries. I'll just refer you to someone who I think is going to be better for the job. That's it. Right now, I'll see you at breakfast.
Very nice match.
That's a very good looking chicken sandwich.
Evan is the cream on top and Cornwall is on bottom.
Cornwall is properly. It's cream then jam. It's always cream then jam. Do you want some?
Would you like some scone?
So we are finally, stay this hair, finally ticking off the day. The last 55 minutes, did an hour and 5 this morning, about 20 minutes in. And the calf is feeling tight, but pretty ordinary by this point. And I do keep forgetting that less than 4 weeks ago I ran 112 miles. So it's gonna have some pretty good adaptations, but pretty normal to still be a bit beat up from that. So we are taking it as it comes, nice and steady. I'll walk bits if I need to and not panic, because this is sharpening the tools, not building them. And actually,
the last thing you want to do right now is mindlessly push too hard and be in a position where you're now carrying more of a niggle or an injury into competition day. Like, there's just no need for it. So 3 sessions I've got left that are big uns. If they need to get swapped to the bike, we get swapped to the bike, because really all the hard work is done at this point. It's just about staying sharp, so we will do what we have to. So, as you can see, calf was just feeling a little bit too on the edge this morning. So, we do what we can. Stop pedaling for a second. We do what we can, and that means we just swap it for some bike work. Like we were saying yesterday, this is not a huge concern right now. There are a lot of miles in the legs, and actually the main thing for me, that's good. Always great when your kit just turns off mid-session. It's fine. Yeah, the main concern is just making sure we're taking over now. So if it needs to get done on the bike, it gets done on the bike. And there would be absolutely no point being a big silly right now and just pushing for the sake of pushing. And also, look at this lovely sunrise in the gym. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice that we get all these like window marks on the wall? How cool is that? And I'll definitely take a sunrise bike ride, given that it means I can still keep moving. And that's the main thing right now, was just keeping on moving with it and making sure I feel fresh for race day. Now we've got another session this afternoon, which I think will be done on this trusty steed. And then tomorrow's session, hopefully we can do out on the feet. But again, if it needs to be on the bike, it needs to be on the bike. Like right now, that's the main thing, is making sure we're well recovered. And yeah, right now with how my calf feels, another run this morning would have been a bit on the risky side. So I didn't really want to chance that. Pulling a calf right now would not be good. But getting on the bike and doing the work is good. So we're going to get back to it, and I will see you for breakfast. Look at that. Absolutely glorious. Right, I'm going to get these down me, because then it's time to start the day. Well, in a somewhat unexpected turn of events, that cycling session is going to be my last session before the weekend. This is where, and I've spoken about this on Instagram, I've spoken about this through this video at various times, like this point in prep is that knife edge. Like, you're not going to get any fitter in the last 10 days. And there does come a point when you're doing these sessions where you have to go, right, what actually is the trade-off here with doing more training versus actually having more rest at this point? So for context, if you haven't seen the previous video I did, about 4 and a bit weeks ago now, I ran a backyard ultra and did 27 laps completed, failed on the 28th. So that was all in all just over 185 kilometers ran over a 28-hour period. So as far as training runs go, probably the best training run I could have asked for, setting up for my A race this year, which is the backyard ultra next Friday. However, with calf feeling sore, hamstring feeling a bit tender, interestingly, tendonitis in the knee and Achilles feels absolutely fine, which is good. So I think this is essentially just like it's soreness because I've used it a lot. I did 104 kilometers over the last 7 days. So very, very pleased with that volume. I also had 55K on the bike plus 2 strength sessions. So it was a lot of training last week, and that was kind of what we were aiming for. So it was the last big week, really. I was supposed to do today's sessions as a double run, but definitely couldn't have done that on my calf. And it just started cramping up and feeling pretty horrible by the time I did this second bike interval, which was 3 lots of 14K on the bike. It was supposed to be 3 lots of 7K running, but definitely couldn't have run it. So just did it on the bike instead, double the distance, because that equates to roughly similar kind of training stimulus. But yeah, after the second one, I was like, nah, it's not happening. So decent session, like hour and a half this morning in zone 2, and then an hour and a half doing some pretty hard intervals, which wasn't too far under my FTP. So quite pleased with that. And then texted my coach Gaz, decided that was going to be that, and I will show you the exact message that I got from him. Because I mean, this is why you have a coach, isn't it? This is why I think it's so valuable having someone like that in your corner. So I'd sent a voice note, and the message I got back was like, please rest up. Nothing till Sunday now. So off the feet until Sunday. So that's exactly what I will be doing. No training in there tomorrow. Won't be doing any of that. Just let it rest now for the next couple of days, and then finish it off with, I think I've got 2 runs next week and a bike session. And that's it. So prep is pretty much done. Just time to taper now. And in fact, speaking of tapering, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I'm not going to show you too much of it because secrets. Keep it secret, keep it safe. But no, this is actually my organisation sheet for the Backyard Ultra, where I've got like my lap time goals, meals and sort of food that I'm going to be taking on board here, like liquids and all that sort of stuff, and loads of admin things here. So we've got this mapped out for my crew over a very long period of time, because this is the A race of the year, so we need to treat it like that. Happy with the plan for the rest of the week, ready to taper down, ready to recover going into next week, and just do those last little bits of sharpening the tools before we get going for game day. So I've got some exciting parcels coming tomorrow from Red On. So some race gear, which I'm very excited about. I've got a no pins belt coming as well, so I can keep my number on me. Last time I wore my running belt, which I can store a load of stuff in, which is great, but because I was so sweaty and it doesn't have like a sheath, a scabbard for for the running number, I couldn't actually like keep it that dry. So it basically just fell apart by the end. It's ridiculous. The last 2 bits to arrive are the tackle from X Miles. So loads of sodium, carbs, another pair of socks, and I think I've got something else, but I can't remember what it is. The trail shoes, which are the Asics Nova Blast Trails, which I'm also bringing with me. And then a trip to Costco next week with my friend who's going to be crewing me, who has a Costco card and a lovely big car. So he's going to very kindly take me to Costco, and we're going to stock up on all sorts of stuff. So I'm very, very excited for that. But that's where we are. That was, it was going to be a video with today's and tomorrow's training in it. So instead, we're just going to show you the parcels when they arrive tomorrow, hopefully, or at least one of the parcels when they arrive tomorrow. And I'll be able to show you all my new race gear, and then we will wrap it up there for this video. We've had our deliveries. First of all, another pair of socks, because I just ordered them. I've worn those already, they are comfortable, and I just thought I'll just get another pair while I am ordering some supplements. I have 2 tubes of these, which means I have 3 tubes in total now, which is great because I did want another option for electrolytes that wasn't just Tailwind. I do think it's important to have that, because as much as I think Tailwind is great, if I get sick of it and that's the only option, screwed. The other thing I had gels last time, and I just think there's something nice about chewing stuff, and I have used these before. So I've got the Precision Fuel 60 gram chew bars, which I just thought were great, and it just gives you a little bit of something. Just feels like solid food, you know, like not just like whacking gels down you all day. I got this for free, which looks cool. I've not tried it before, so I'm definitely not going to leave that till race day, because that's a bloody terrible idea. But I'll probably try it after the race, or maybe on a training run over the weekend and see what it's like, because if they're good, I mean, I've heard really good things about Voom, so if it's good, this might become a staple. Obviously, lifesaver. I definitely don't like any of the flavors. Sorry, Tailwind. Not like you're gonna watch this anyway. Who knows? Maybe you will. But I just can't get away with the flavors. There's something about how sweet a lot of them are. Maybe there's a flavor that I haven't tried that someone can recommend in the comments that is amazing and you can stomach for ages, but with running for like 24 plus hours, I just can't get away with anything other than like it's been near some lemons. That's about as good as it gets. And the piece de resistance. This was recommended by my coach, who I think is sort of like maybe subconsciously trying to get me to do a triathlon, because I've got a no pins race belt, which is a aerodynamic tri belt. Don't do triathlons yet, according to Gaz. Maybe I will, who knows? Because now I have a bib. I do actually have a triathlon wetsuit that my dad gave me years ago that I've used once. So maybe it's time to dust off the bike, dust off the wetsuit, do a triathlon at some point, but not anytime soon. But this will be great, because I'm so sweaty, everything just gets wet, basically, when I'm sat down. And it didn't matter if I had the number around the front, around the back, around the side, it just got wetter and wetter. Even when it wasn't raining, just kept getting wetter. So this is where I'm going to keep it this time, in this lovely little pouch at the back, and that's going to keep it nice and dry. I've tried it on already, it fits really nicely. I can just like slip that on and off and basically just like hang it over my arm, because what you don't want to do is go out without your number, and that was my worry, is I'll forget my number somewhere, or if I take my other belt off, I'll not have anywhere to put it and I might not want to wear that. So I was like, this is dead easy to wear, I can wear that the whole time. So very, very excited for this, because the next video I'm going to do, which you should come back and watch, you should be subscribed by now as well, and you should definitely like this video so it turns up in your feed a bit more, is my kit breakdown for what I'm taking to Cheltenham. But I'm going to wrap it there and stop talking, and I will see you in the next video.